On today's show, sky's the limit for Astro Bob, a local astronomer known by a little different nickname.
Anybody else? Moonshots?
We get your endorphins flowing with some outdoor winter fun, cold weather workouts to keep you active and energized. And a morning crew burns through calories as downhill skiing becomes uphill fun.
Minnesota Bound. Presented by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems.
Hey everybody, Laura, Millie, and I welcome you to today's episode.
If you ever look up at the night sky and wonder about the moon, the stars, or even the northern lights, this next story has a character you need to meet.
Yeah, we're going to share a telescope with a guy by the name of Bob King, an astronomer with a well-earned nickname.
Hey, look up. What's really up there in the night sky? Milky Way? Northern Lights? Blinking whatchamacallits? The fella to ask is Bob P. King, otherwise known as Astro Bob.
All right. We're lucky to have clear skies tonight. That's good. That's Copernicus. They gave him a big spot on the moon. He's worked hard to come up with the sun in the center of the solar system.
Astro Bob is a retired photographer for the Duluth News Tribune. However, his lifelong passion is astronomy.
When I was about 10 or 11, I started looking up the clouds and kind of wondering about the stars and constellations. Come take a look.
Astro Bob shares his passion for the night sky on his blog, aptly titled Astronomy for Everyone.
I learned to put my thoughts into writing better. And eventually, from the Astro Bob blog, I was able to get connections with other astronomy publications.
What he finds most rewarding is sharing his passion in the classroom.
People just want to know a little bit more about the sky, how to find the constellations, what planet, what is that? And it's wonderful to be able to share that knowledge. Well, welcome to week number 3 of Astronomy for Everyone. Glad to see everybody tonight. And we do have still clear skies. And this is what really makes for solar eclipses. When they align with each other, they make a doggone good fit, don't they?
Interest in the night sky tends to cross all ages.
I love stargazing. It's beautiful. I even like when I'm giving a show, like when I'm giving a star show or when I'm watching one of Bob's shows. It's like, I just love looking at the stars.
Come on, it's adventure. This is why astronomy is so much fun. It's like a giant magnet up there.
While astronomy may be difficult to explain at times, Bob makes it easier to understand, well, for everyone.
What would happen if Earth's axis were straight up and down and we went around the sun? Would there be seasons? No. It's the tilt that makes the seasons. On the surface it may sound impossible, but I love it when they get it and they're like, oh, that's how things move. That's why it happens. That is super thrilling for me. Thank you very much for everything. We'll be outside here in just a moment, okay? Tonight's a good night. We have the moon out tonight. And that terminator line, the sunrise line, you can tell the difference between that and where the sun is high on the left. And if you were to just pick like 3 targets to look at in a telescope, the moon, because it's so close, you can see an incredible amount of detail.
There you go.
Saturn, of course, for the rings. It doesn't even look real. It's so spectacular. and Jupiter and its 4 brightest moons. To me, happiness comes from connections with nature. Anybody else? Moonshots? All right.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, yeah.
But remember, keep your eyes on the stars, but your feet on the ground. Fly me to the moon, let me sit upon a star. Yeah, you betcha.
Coming up next, winter fun to help you burn calories.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems, Star Bank, Rapid Marine family of dealerships, and by Flow Docks and Lifts.
Oh, hi, Travis.
Hey, Ron, I hate to ask, but your Connecticut water makes the best ice.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, Trav.
I need to keep these soft and white.
Oh, you know where it is.
Yeah. It's an emergency. I can't explain it, but Daisy needs a bath.
Travis, get your own Connecticut.
Well, girl, looks like it's time to get our own Connecticut system.
Connecticut, the world's most efficient water treatment system.
Ron, do you have the number?
Get boat show pricing today at Rapid Marine. Rapid Marine is the largest Lund dealer in the country with hundreds of new Lund boats in stock. Showrooms are now open for your own personal boat show with the best selection of the year and the best prices. Get ultimate savings of up to $7,500 on a new Lund, but only for a limited time. Lock in your Lund at Rapid Marine, 4 Minnesota locations, and rapidmarine.com.
Ron Scherer here. Just thinking about fishing, thinking about why Star Bank is our bank at Ron Scherer Productions. You see, Star Bank is family owned, therefore you are treated like family. Call Star Bank, a person answers. Walk into Star Bank, they know your name. Star Bank is growing, now 11 locations in Minnesota. The latest is in Hancock and Stevens County. Yeah, Star Bank makes you feel good in many ways, just like a fish on the end of my line. Oh yeah.
Member FDIC.
Flow aluminum dock systems are made to bring time at the lake to a whole new level. You can create any layout you want and accessorize it for comfort and fun. They're strong, stable, safe, and they add a beautiful touch to your shoreline that will last for a very long time. Maybe it's time to join the thousands of other families that have turned their dock into a shoreline paradise. Maybe it's time for a Flow.
Hi everybody, Ron Scherer here, inviting you to join me September 10th as we explore Alaska by land and sea with Colette. From domed rail cars, wildlife in Denali National Park, and a 7-night cruise. Colette covers the details, flights, meals, hotels, and more. Join us. I'll lead the way. Go to mnbound.com to learn more.
If you're looking for ways to stay fit and have fun this winter, it's time to grab a coat, hit the snow, and let the calories melt away. When temperatures drop and the snow flies, it may be tempting to do what bears do, hibernate. While bears sleep the season away, we get the chance to enjoy unique and mood-boosting benefits of winter workouts. There's a whole world of fun and calorie-burning activities out there. Many of you are familiar with classic cross-country skiing, which is all about endurance and rhythm. A steady hour on the trails can burn between 400 and 600 calories, depending on your speed and terrain. For those a little more adventurous, give skate skiing a go. Skate skiing, a faster, more intense workout, is a calorie scorcher, burning 500 to 700 calories an hour. Now, skate skiing has a steeper learning curve than classic cross-country skiing, as it requires mastering a lateral skating motion. Elm Creek Park Reserve is a great place to learn. At first, you may feel like a wobbly penguin, but stick with it. Eventually, you'll be gliding like a pro.
Up, up.
If you have the need for speed, add canine power to your workouts. Ski joring is the ultimate snowy thrill ride, where cross-country skiing meets dog-powered adventure, as you and your four-legged friends zip across glistening trails.
Good boy.
Remember, the dog doesn't do all the work. You're skiing as much as your dog is pulling.
Go, buddy!
Three Rivers Park District has some doggy-friendly trails. A vertical adventure may be more your style, and Sandstone, Minnesota offers ice climbing. Sandstone's rock formations freeze over every winter, creating ideal surfaces for climbers of all skill levels.
Wide step, wide step.
Ice climbing is all about balance and control, using ice axes and crampons to secure each step. Ice walls are the perfect playground for winter thrill seekers. It may seem intense, but keep climbing. Eventually, you'll get the hang of it. Calling all adrenaline junkies, soaring high in the winter sky is also a winter activity available to all. The Minneapolis Ski Jumping Club has been around for a century, teaching all ages to fly on skis. Ski jumping combines skill, precision, and a little to a lot of courage. Depending on the hill size and wind, ski jumpers leaving the jump are flying at 55 to 60 miles per hour through the air.
Stellar little ride. Yep.
Athletes spend years perfecting this technique from takeoff to landing. As a beginner, your flying adventure starts just 12 inches off the ground, eventually working your way up to launch off with nothing but your skis and a little bit of insanity. For those who enjoy having your feet planted on the ground, classic snowshoeing is a wonderful way to get movement. It's easy on your joints, with every stride sinking into nature's stillness, feeling the crunch beneath your feet while breathing in the crisp air. Snowshoeing is a gentle dance through winter's untouched snow. The moral of the story? When the snow flies, resist the urge to hibernate and embrace the season. Who knows? You may find that winter becomes your favorite time to move.
Some advice from our birdman, Tom Cosgrove.
Still ahead, we go back in time with Minnesota's birds of winter. But first, a bit of backwards winter sport. People ski down hills so they can hike back up. Today, we explain why.
Closed captioning provided by Clamshell Beach Resort.
This next story meant a rather early wake-up call. It's all about a group of skiers and snowboarders that gets up well before the sun. In the world of downhill sports, gravity always seems to win. Kind of the point, right?
It's a lot easier to ski down than it is to walk.
But one day a week, 1 hour before sunrise,
You done this before? I have. Perfect. We're heading south today.
these winter rats tell gravity to take a hike.
Good morning. Welcome to Uphill Access at Buck Hill. Have fun today, guys. Woo! The ability to really enjoy nature a little bit more, not just ride a chairlift up and ski down. You actually kind of earn your turns, and you feel it.
A dedicated group that seeks the thrill of the ups versus only the downs of skiing and snowboarding.
There's a small community gradually growing here in the Midwest advocates and people who are passionate about backcountry skiing and snowboarding.
I love the night before because it's like Christmas Eve. You can't sleep. You're up late. You're getting everything ready. Then you wake up a half an hour before your alarm goes off because you're excited to get out here.
Just so they can ski down and hike up all over again.
Number 2?
Suck it up, yeah.
Nice work, good hustle. Good hustle.
I got a meeting at 8, so I gotta, really get it cranking,
Buck Hill is the first resort in the metro area to offer uphill access. A lot of outdoor winter enthusiasts come out, just regular skiers and snowboarders who happen to just hike up the hill.
How's the hike this morning?
Really good, thanks.
Beautiful. Climbing up into the first light over there. That's what this is all about.
Especially with a view like this.
This Minnesota, it's finest right here.
Beautiful view, good way to get a little exercise, and nice way to enjoy the hill when there's not a lot of people, so.
You get outside, get some fresh air in your lungs, get your heart rate up just a little bit.
When the alarm goes off, it doesn't seem like the thing to do, but once you get out here, it's a blast.
And the program allows Buck Hill to open to a new group of early morning customers long before the ski hill regulars ever show up.
Like, I'm glad we do it. A lot of people like it, and it's really cool.
Well, except for the inevitable. That leg burn, so well earned. Just like the turns.
I'm already on my 6th lap.
I'm out, man. The last one. See ya.
Feels almost a little bit more enjoyable, like you really earned your turns and to get to the top.
Yeah, it's awesome to have this opportunity here.
Ice fishing is one of the best times to introduce kids to fishing. I'm not in a boat right now getting blown around by the wind. I don't have a lot of distractions, so I'm able to spend all of my time right now on this guy, making sure that he has a good time. I feel it's important that when we introduce kids to fishing that we make it about them. Today is not about me. It's all about him and giving him a good time. You gonna catch him? Maybe? Here he comes, buddy. Get ready. Get ready.
Set the hook. Reel him in. You got him, buddy.
By spending this time with him right now and enjoying just what he's doing, he becomes the focus of the fishing and can absorb it all. It's not about me today. Right now, it's all about him. When we make our kids a priority early on in life, they will likely want to come back again and again. And odds are good. Hey, do you want to go fishing with me again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy?
Odds are good I'll have a fishing partner for life.
Daddy?
Oh, he's gonna bite it.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Leech Lake Tourism, Premier Marine, and by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
Are you ready for your next summer adventure? Don't drag your feet. Check into paradise at legendary Leech Lake. Leech has built a reputation for amazing family vacations. Over 195 miles of shoreline and some of the best fishing in Minnesota. Activities for the whole family, too. Parks and trails for hiking and biking, shopping, dining, and gaming await you as well in Walker. There are over 30 family resorts and hotels waiting for you this summer at Leech Lake. So drop into summer and book your vacation today at leechlakeoutdoors.com.
No matter how you do water, there's a Premier Pontoon for you. Because Premier Pontoons are the best riding, best built, and have the best technology in the industry, with countless floor plans to choose from, and exclusive award-winning innovations like Revolution seating and Troll and Stow. So whether you're looking for your first pontoon or your next. Look to Premier.
Well, in our backyard here at KARE 11, we have our fair share of bird feeders, bird houses, and they're busy. We have a big flock that lives back here. Let's say your backyard's a little bit lonelier, you got a lot of bird houses, but no birds. Well, we got some advice from our bird man, Tom Cosgrove, and guess what? He makes house calls, and he'll make your backyard a birdie magnet.
1, 2.
Christy and her dad, Tom Buddy, enjoy spending time together, and their daily duties include restocking the many feeders in their Burnsville backyard. They love watching birds, and as the saying goes, if you feed them, they will come. They've got help building their birdie backyard from the birdman, Tom Cosgrove.
Our feathered friends in the backyard, they're just mesmerizing, and maybe it's by our human nature or just who we are, they're just so much fun to watch, and it takes such a minimal amount of effort to provide for these. Don't tell my wife, but I think it's kind of a nurturing aspect too.
Tom says it's really quite simple to design a backyard that attracts birds.
Birds only need 4 different things. Remember, food, water, shelter, and a place to raise their young, and of course we can provide all of it for them.
If you're planning to attract a feathered family this spring, keep in mind, size does matter.
Hole size is important. You never want to go more than 1 inch or 1/8, or it could be deadly for those chickadees or wrens, because you go any higher, the sparrows and the starlings will get in. Also, all your houses have to have cleanouts, because a lot of times the wrens and the chickadees will have 2 or 3 breedings, and once the baby birds are gone, and you just clean it out, then a new pair will come in.
On this day, juncos and sparrows found the backyard buffet tempting. While the sparrow may be one of the most common in Minnesota, it wasn't always that way.
Most species in the United States aren't really native. They came over from Europe back in the 1800s and adapted so well to our environment here that they are everywhere. To a lot of people, they're a nuisance birds. They raid the feeders in mass, as we saw, keep some of the other birds out for a while. Even in the dead of winter and the wind's blowing, you can always count on them to entertain you at our feeders.
When it comes to attracting birds, Tom Cosgrove will do whatever it takes. With the Birdman, I'm Belinda Jensen.
I think I'm more of a migrating type bird. I'm heading south for the winter.
I think we all like to this time of year.
I think so. Well, that about does it for us. We hope to see you back here next week.
As we always say, Millie, at the end of the show, what is it? Remember to introduce the kid to the great outdoors.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433. To get more Minnesota Bound, including full episodes, go to mnbound.com. And to follow our latest adventures, like us on Facebook.